Hello everyone, I am livecamant coming at you tonight with a revisit to a camera that we recently took a peek at. Though we took a peek from the upstairs camera, this is street level, this is New Orleans, this is the Bourbon Street strip. This is where all the people come when you go to New Orleans. I mean, why wouldn't you? I would love to go there myself. It seems like a pretty happening place to be. Now, we are back in the evening. It is currently 9:26 in New Orleans. So the night is not at its height yet, but it's starting to get busier. But it is Wednesday night, so it's not super busy, but this is exactly what I wanted to show you. This is the game. This is the corner here where if you want to bring your car to this neighborhood, expect for people to walk in front of you. Like, I'm really surprised the police car that was on the screen when we first connected, people didn't jump in front of it, right? But people have no respect for traffic at this corner. Now, this is going to be part one. I'm going to do a second part of this on the weekend because, like I said, it's Wednesday night. It's 9:20. It's not quite crazy yet. But once this place gets crazy, if you are a driver trying to get into this area, you are pooped, literally. Now, I think that last car that we just saw fight its way through was an Uber. It looked like it came specifically to pick that dude up, and I mean, that would be kind of crappy if you're getting called by Uber to go here, right? So this is what you see. So this guy jumps out. Oh, they're stopping. It is Wednesday night. It's a Wednesday night miracle, people. On the weekends, when people get to be a drinking and a partying, look at that lovely couple. Damn, going out for a night on the town. Yeah. Anyway, there's a lot going on in this picture, or in this cam right now, other than just that kind of craziness. If you look over on, let's make it a little bit bigger here. Let's go big, people. Now, if you look over on the left-hand side, we got this busker over here that I'm astonished by the simplicity of his game and the laziness of his game at the same time. Now, typically when you see buskers, you're going to see dancers, singers, musicians, magicians, people performing some skilled activity which gives us some kind of entertainment. Even watching people play three-card Monte is more entertaining, I think, for the people than the dude losing his money, right? A dude or dudette. But this guy over here, he is going after the look of, you know, those really, really cool street artists that will prop their bodies into very, very uncomfortable positions using gadgets and plates on the ground and things like that to literally, like, betray gravity and suspend themselves in the air. Well, this guy's taken it to a much lower level. He has zero equipment other than the bucket in front of him. Nothing. He is basically taking a long step forward, putting his arms up, and holding the pose. Interesting. It has certainly gotten him some tips. I will say that. There have been quite a few people taking his picture, but I mean, as far as a skilled entertainer, he's not. I'm sorry to say he's not. By the way, I am wearing a green shirt, of course, with a green screen behind me. So if you can see through my chest, fear not. I'm not an interdimensional being yet. But anyway, okay, there he goes. He's taking a little break because I mean, standing in that position all day long, it's going to be tough. I mean, that's not going to be easy. But what he's doing now is he's kind of gauging. Okay, there's a big group coming. Okay, stretch back, foot back into position, arms up, freeze. That's the whole game. Now, like I said, from the standpoint of seeing other very talented and skilled buskers out on the street, this guy is really lazy. However, he's also a frickin' genius. He didn't have to spend 10 years taking music lessons. He didn't have to put his heart out there and sing in front of people and overcome his shyness. He didn't have to buy any props or equipment or anything like speakers and instruments and gadgets that make you hover in the air. He didn't even have to buy 3 cards for 3-card Monte. Nothing. He has the clothes he's wearing and a plastic bucket. Genius. In that regard, it is genius. Now, the lady sitting on the right-hand side over here, across the street, she is working much harder for her money. She is a tarot card reader, and she actually has customers. And she just sits there on her little table all night, and people will drop by and throw her a few bucks to tell them their future. Cool. I have an interesting story with tarot cards, to be honest. My tarot cards were read when I was a very, very young man, I think 18 years old, by my friend's mother, who was a famous tarot card reader in Canada. And she actually predicted or told me that the first half of my life would be shitty and I'd be poor. And she was right. But that I would travel 10,000 kilometers, not 9,000, not 6,000, not 12,000, but 10,000 kilometers, and I would find a dark-haired exotic woman who would be the woman of my dreams. That would be it. I would just meet her and I would know. My wife's hometown is literally 10,300 kilometers away from my hometown. You do the math. Anyway, that means I'm going to get rich, so woohoo! I hope. So yeah, this little lady, she's out here with her candles and her cards. Again, doesn't require a ton of equipment, but she needs a table. She needs a tablecloth. She needs she has a special mat there that she puts her cards on. She needs the tarot cards. She needs the chairs for the customers to sit in. She needs the candles to provide a little bit of light. So she's actually putting some effort into this. Dude over there is literally just stretching a leg out behind him and standing. He doesn't even have a costume on. He's wearing a headband, a sports jersey, and a very, very tight-fitting pair of pants. Now, he very smartly is going to dig out some of the larger coins and bills. There are people around who would run by and snatch that, but it looks like he didn't take anything out. I don't know if he's actually making much. So here we go. Here comes the crowd again, and away we go. Hilarious. But ingenious, I say good on him. But what I really wanted to show you is this corner. Like I said, this is Wednesday night. Let's take a look on either Friday or Saturday night at the same time and see how lucky these cars are. Then it becomes a battle. It almost gets amusing. Like we'll see on Saturday night. Hey everyone, this is part 2 of the corner of Bourbon Street in New Orleans. This is awesome. It is currently 7:35 p.m. on Sunday night. So it's not Friday or Saturday night, but it is Sunday night. Not surprisingly, Mr. Tight Pants in the jogging pose is still there. The young lady with the tarot cards is still there. He is doing way better business tonight by doing absolutely nothing than she is doing by actually doing something. And I mean that by she hasn't been reading any cards, but people have actually been giving that dude money. Oddly enough, they seem to give him more money when he's not in his pose. I think when he's in his pose, there's a lot of people are just weirded out and they keep going. But as you can see, at this time of night, it will stay this active, if not get more active throughout the course of the evening. But this is when the real fun happens. This is when this corner becomes a crapshoot. Like, these cars have to try so hard. To me, it's not worth it. It is so rare to ever get more than 2 cars through an intersection at once. See, now that big guy, he took the lead, got it started, and this guy's going, no, hold on. And the other one's like, no. Okay, well, they're going. And it can go on like that for a very long time. But let's go full screen, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, now, typically the bicycles, they don't get in the way of too much, but some of these people, I'm going to say, there are some male and female Karens that walk up and down the street that if you dare to try to cross in front of them in a car, they will go out of their way to make sure you don't. I've seen twerking competitions happen on the spot on this street where people are like, nope, we're in control here, and that's just the way it goes. I've seen this happen to police cars. I saw a police car go by earlier that actually had a car on the side of the street challenging it, even though dude had his lights on. It's like, that's a great way to get arrested in New Orleans, I think. Pissing off the police. Not a good idea, but hey, but I love it. I used to come to this camera back in 2020 during COVID, and it was a ghost town. and it was in some ways it was interesting, but in other ways it was depressing, because you just knew that this place was meant to be full of life and activity, and that's exactly what's going on now. Like, okay, we've got people in the middle of the street taking pictures with cars waiting. You know, it's like, no, I'm going to cut across over here. So here we've got a good chance for 2 to get through. Are we going to? No. Oh, he went, so we might as well go. Well, they went, so we might as well go. Okay, go, come on. He's not going. Other people are going. Okay, well, we might as well go. Let's see. Like, I mean, look at that. So we've had, what, 20 people now? 21, 22, 23, 24. What started off as a couple people and then a car. No. And some people stop and wait, and other people are just like, even at the last second, nah, fuck it, I'm gone. But it's just, it's like this all night long. Driving a car in this neighborhood is just a nightmare. I suppose if you're in an Uber, it doesn't matter. You're paying the set fee no matter how long it takes the guy to get through the masses of humanity. But if you're in a taxi that's being paid by the minute, oof, this kind of neighborhood could be real ugly. Real ugly. And it's still early, people. It's 7:39 p.m. It looks like a lovely evening. I betcha in another couple hours this camera is gonna just be popping with people. This is still the tourist going out to have a few drinks. But if you look in the bars here, you can see the spotlights on the ground. There's not a lot of activity happening in the bars. This will pick up in a little while. But it just amazes me that they can all drink in public like that. You can't do that in Canada. You can't walk up and down any streets that I know of just chugging on beers and highballs. Yet all these people are. Hi. I don't know if they knew we were here. And it's just lines of humanity. Lines of humanity. I wonder where they're all going. They can't all be going from one bar to another bar. Checking out the bucket. How many bucks did I make tonight for standing here doing nothing? A few bucks. He does take a lot of breaks. I will say he's not like those dudes that use the assisting devices, you know, the metal poles and such, to sit in those awkward positions for long periods of time. He kind of stands in that position for 10 minutes at a time, 5-10 minutes. Don't get me wrong, that's tough. I couldn't do it myself, but yeah. Maybe when he gets enough, he'll up his game. All right, buddy. Look at all that money walking by, bro. See, there's another one of those big cruiser bikes. That's not a mountain bike. That's a cruiser. Oh, jeez. There we go. There we go. That's not dangerous at all. And if you do hit somebody while you're doing a wheelie down the street, they'll understand and not shoot you. You'll be fine. Love it. So yes, this is not even super late at night, but the furnace is kicking off anyway, so I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little two-part video. I know it's kind of a long video tonight, but I wanted to make sure you guys saw both sides of the coin. You know, in the daytime, this is a nice, busy area, but in the evening, it just gets crazy. Trust me, it's going to get crazier, though I don't suppose it could get any crazier than the butt scrubbing video, but that's another video. If you haven't seen that, it's my last video before this one, I think. Go check it out. It's kind of interesting. But in the meantime, hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Throw me a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video.